So, wedding! Hello everyone, Kekko! Kekko! I can only do my Kaguya-sama. Kekko! I can only do my Kaguya impression when I hear the word wedding. Right? Taisho Kekko! Sorry. Anyway, I'm on here. I have the final episode of Horimiya. I'm sorry this is later, like 2-3 hours later. I couldn't get home. I couldn't get inside. So, I was at the gym. And when I returned home, nothing worked. The whole block, electricity, internet, all the stuff was like gone in the whole area where I live. And I couldn't get inside, and like obviously I couldn't watch the episode, and I couldn't I didn't have power anyway, but yeah, so that's why we're like 3 hours later now. And it was kind of funny though, in the sense that I managed to be the first guy, I suppose, to call some kind of, some kind of helpline. I was like, okay, you have to fix this whole block is turned off, right? And then I met some of my neighbors that also was an engineer. So we started discussing, okay, this thing working here, this thing, no one can open this thing, and this house had some issues. And we met this horror guy, what is it called? I can't pronounce it in English. What is it called? Alarm, whatever. And we like teamed up with him. Me and my neighbor. He's like, my neighbor. Oh, because my neighbor, apparently he was some kind of main things engineer guy. And I'm like an IT engineer guy. It's like, okay, let's combine our skills here. So we managed to fix it, but we recorded the guy that arrived at the key so you could go into the different, kind of like the neighborhood facility, the power box and that stuff, right? I personally couldn't enter, but with that guy's keys I could get to it and fix it, right? But it was kind of funny. So I was like, I met this guy. He's also kind of like, we kind of have the same skill sets, similar skill sets. Like we can combine that and we can fix it. But it's kind of fun because it's immediately easy. So I say it here, that it's kind of funny because I saw one of my neighbor coming out from her house, and she's like, "Oh, where's the internet? Where's the power? World, she's all in panic, My kids want their Disney, she's all in panic, She's like, ah. And I'm like, okay, that woman I probably shouldn't work with, right? Then I see the other neighbor coming out. He's like, oh, this is probably this kind of issue. And I'm like, yeah, that guy is also probably an engineer. So, what I mean? Like, he seems to know what he's talking about. So I'm like, hey, man, you know stuff? I'm a maintenance. Oh, I see. Yeah, let's team up. So it is kind of funny how immediately you see your 10, 20 neighbors that I barely ever seen before, right? Talk with, them sporadically over living here, right? But I can kind of quickly, you can immediately, like, those people there, they are useful. Those three over there, they're just in panic. So, I'm just gonna be that guy. But it's kind of funny how you can immediately like, okay, those three, they are just in panic. They probably won't be very beneficial for solving the neighborhood's technical issues. But those guys over there, that woman over there, she's clearly knows talking about here. They picked my team, my party members. Let's go. So it's kind of like that. But anyway, Horimiya wedding, I guess. That's why I'm late. But I just find it so. No, I was right, man. I managed to immediately find the people I needed to fix the issue. In this has to take 3 hours to fix it, but you know what I mean. But yeah, Horimiya, they have a wedding. That's a guess, right? He proposed, or she proposed, or kind of like, I will make you happy. She's like, don't leave me. Don't know Yaoi. I'm your woman. Don't go that route. I will make you happy. And so on, right? And here we are. I guess they're gonna get a wedding. I think it's pretty nice, I think a few romance animes has a wedding finisher, so I like that. We've seen a few horror animes to kind of go with that. Maybe even get married in all of them. But I think a lot of romance animes, they just kind of end with them being together, right? You know what I mean? Like they don't end with them actually getting married. It's kind of like, oh, they kissed or whatever, and go away. Very rarely do I see them actually end with actually getting married. And after that, of course, Vivi, episode 1 and 2, I believe. So, a little delayed here, right? And I was out like 3 hours. Yeah, I'm pretty much stressed, but I hate being late, right? So I was like, ugh. But anyway, let's watch it, and then do Vivi afterwards, and of course, One Piece is planned. So 3, 2, 1, and go. I'm supposed to work on a design project too. I'm supposed to design this school system, school board system, and here I'm like, I can't get the internet, the power to work. But anyway, yeah. Graduation is coming. Oh, that's her locker, I guess. Feels like YUKI. I'm so happy that, you know, pretty bad boy smashed her sister. That was the best thing ever. Alright, just to carry my stuff then. It's like, no! Stupid boys! Yeah, that hit her in the... Her strategy clearly failed her there. He blames her, that's good. Hori-san! Why do you have so much stuff for? What a fool! Okay, so actually he's gonna get... Okay, I see what's happening here. He's gonna suddenly get everything, because they all have his stuff, right? Sorry! Here's a game I borrowed from you! Suddenly he's like, what? How did I suddenly have 20 stuff? Yeah. Yeah, suddenly he has like all the items, because it happened to be his items. I need someone with muscles. Hori-san. Exactly. I need a person with a lot of abs and you know, a lot of biceps. The woman, she will make. He's like, he knows who's the man leadership. Yeah, he's like, I need a person who has the most physical strength. The woman over there. The gorilla-san. Yeah. Do 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 do. I forgot to set it up. Oh, wait, what? No, set by. Hopefully, yes, good. So, yeah, I mean, sorry, I mean, you know, it's because I mean, I finally started doing it here as soon as I got my internet and power back, right? So, and after you get power back, it takes a while for the internet to work too, typically, because the router to like reboot and so. And my PC was immediate, right? But you know, typically a router takes like 50 minutes, right? Susie, oh sushi. Man, I can't. I'm looking for a lot of One Piece tonight. Seriously, a lot. Will she finally find love? Maybe. The best girl, Kono-san. Rem, of course, is completely. It's like, oh my god, romance. But come on, Kono-san. She need to find romance, man. She need to find that romance. There is no bad boy. I mean, he might still get. I mean, she might still get him. You know, this romance, maybe. But last episode, when he got the sister, he got Mika, right? When he got Yuki Onesan, I felt that's the love story. He's gonna go for the Onesan other route. Yeah, anywhere you wanna go, Remy. Anywhere. But she wants to go to the super apps. So he's like, I something else, right? So he's figuring out there. Yeah, wait a minute. What's this about? Yeah, I was like, no, let me escape! Let me escape! What is it? Capture her! It's like, what? Okay, I'm gonna force you by my hands. Like, what? What's happening? Yeah, you're gonna... There's some kind of ritual they're doing. No, he's like, yeah, I love this, yeah. Capturing my girlfriend like this is perfect. She's used to it. Stockholm syndrome. Stockholm syndrome. She's used to it. She's like, oh my god, do it every day to me. It's like, what? This is how love is shown. She's like, this is how you love someone, right? This is the only way how natural love works. Yeah, fun spring outings if you have a car. We'll be best friends forever. Don't worry, girl. Well, it's kind of inviting them on like a double date, I feel, though. So maybe he's going for both the Onishan and Kono. See? He invites her to go to the ocean, yeah, to Umi. So he's like, hey, a double date kinda, you know? Charmer boy there. But he already has the Onishan. Come on, man, you gotta make up your mind here. Interesting. Yeah, like a double date there, right? Basically. But I think this last episode's kind of weird, honestly, because I'm expecting a wedding here. And now it feels like it could be any other episode. They can just have their romance discussion here. I'm waiting for some kind of planning a marriage. I was hoping to actually have a marriage. It might still happen, but I'm just saying that I'm hoping for a little more planning of said wedding. Perhaps. Maybe they just go and get wed, like whatever. Like last day at school, like whatever, just go. Yeah, she frowns a lot. She frowns in her sleep. She's a frowner. So it's like, well, I guess she's frowning always. Yeah, I see that. I see that. It's like, poking her. That was nice. I'm just gonna like, frown her girl. It's like, leave me alone. I'm not the frown. Yeah, and met her brother. You know, seduce her through the, the family. Classic strategy. Classic love strategy there. Now he's lost too much for Kaguya. It's like, I'm gonna befriend his sister, and by that action, I will have him. Like, it's like, yes. He gets there when he's younger, I guess, like the year before, I suppose. Maybe 2 years before. Yeah, with longer hair and so on. Yeah, it's president. Yeah, like what sisters, tests and so on. That's the Remy, I guess, with like, yeah, with short hair. Short hair Remy. He's so unfriendly! What a douchebag! I like him over with long hair. It's like, oh, he's so mean to me! Yeah, it's like... Yeah, she's already in love with him. God damn it, man! God damn it! Do you know them? It's like... No, I don't, but I like the guy. He's pretty, Yeah, god damn it. She was already in love with him, of course, back in the days there. Yeah... God damn it. And of course, he was all sulky and alone. They have so similar personalities. Oh, I hate this. Who's this girl? Not a friend? Doesn't have anymore? Yeah, it's not a girl they talk to her. It's like a girl she hasn't... I don't know. They have this brunette here. And then of course this bat boy, of course. She's like pretty. Yeah, she's like, whoa. He's so... Yeah. See? He's so hot! She's like, oh my god! You see that guy? He's so attractive! This is kind of nice to see all the characters. He's kind of running past her before they know each other. But I go, oh, what a hot boy! Everyone is like, he's so bishonen! It's like, textbook this anime. Everyone is always like, oh my god, he's so attractive. Yeah, drop his earring, right? Yeah. What a weirdo. Yeah, weirdo. A hand guy, definitely. This is of course before there's any friends. He was definitely the loner. I mean, everyone else had friends before him. Yeah, I mean, they have more friends now, but he was definitely the loner guy, not having any friends, what it seems, right? Well, he had that one guy though, but I guess he was like on this school. He had his older friend that he didn't, of course, got to know the school, so he had one friend, I suppose, but not at school though. Nice. Can I get married finally? Come on, give me that kick, or come on. It's nice and cuddly. But he was always very attractive though, so he could probably get a girlfriend if you just tried it before, but I don't know. I mean, he was very, very attractive from the beginning, so if you just cut off those hair right and, you know, remove the glasses, you know, he could have got a girlfriend immediately. Come on. Could have got a girlfriend easier. But yeah. Graduation. But after this, wedding, right? Yeah, he's the president, so we go up here. Kai Show is gonna have to do some kind, you know. Oh yeah, the school flag, I guess. Yeah. Typically main character. Always the rude guy. And I was like, typical him, yeah, he's the goddamn main character. Poor president. The poor Kaisho is like, goddamn it, everyone. Bastard main character. I was ruining everything, you know. Every goddamn anime, the main character was also, come on. It's like the purpose. Man, the poor president, man. He does his best to be a good Kaisho. And what happens, man? They get a cute girlfriend spot, but yeah, but then the goddamn main character loses for it. Always. Always poor Kaisho. He's talking to gloomy self. But I have to say, I feel very over his old gloomy self. Like, you know, this guy is like, that was a while ago he was the gloomy guy with long hair, no girlfriend, no friends. I felt he's already kind of overcome that, but it feels like a weird situation too, because, I mean, it's not like he's changed his personality or whatever, right? He just kind of like had a girlfriend now, you know? Yeah. I guess he's kind of disappearing, his gloomy self, but come on, like, he wasn't that gloomy actually. It was more like he didn't care. I don't know. I guess random guy with glasses. Random boy that's all like, hey man, wanna yaoi me? I don't know. What was he looking up there? I don't know, who's this character? This is like, who's this new random character? That's like, man, hey bro, let's go to... He's a hot sensei, right? Yeah, I guess. Like, come on. There's always like some attractive. Come on, good sense also be shonen. All girls are like, yeah. It's like Suda, I have to say. Sensor here, they had like no screen time. This has to put as more screen time in the manga, right? No, yeah. Of course, she's once her senpai, right? Man, that character, kohai-san, basically stopped existing, right, in this anime. It was weird. She was kind of forgot about. That was weird. Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, that was strange. Poor little kohai. She stopped existing for like 10 episodes. Poor little girl. Kono. This is weird. And I guess poor Kondo's gonna stay single, I guess. At least you kinda got a double date with Pretty Boy, right? Kinda. Going to the ocean with Pretty Boy. Yeah. I mean, she kinda got a double date going for her. Kinda. So that's at least something. A handshake? Man, this is romantic. Yeah, you taught me how to... She's kind of like, thank you for teaching me how to, you know, take and lose. Like, to be a loser! Yeah, poor woman. She's so much more mature than the other one. She's clearly the best girl. She's so much more, you know, grown up than... She clearly deserves so much better. She clearly deserves so much better than this loser, right? So, at least on that note, you can be happy for her, because she will probably have a better boyfriend and husband eventually in the future than this loser, right? So, that's good at least. But of course, YUKI still can't tell him that she's dating him. Yeah, I guess she still hasn't even told him that she likes him or something. But did he smash her sister? The real question is, did he smash One-chan? That's the question, right? But this is kind of general invitation of everyone, though. Yeah, this is a general, you know, graduation party, right? This means nothing. This means nothing, woman! Doesn't like you anymore. Yeah, the sister, I feel, has more likely chance. I feel his sister has more chance with him than she has. Oh yeah, there's Papa! Yeah, it's my son! Will you marry my daughter yet, boy? They look so similar. That's not my father, it's her father, come on! It's gonna confuse people. Yeah, dead father! Like... So he's basically like, come on, this is my son! I love it though, that the dad is there, like, this is my boy! Take it even for my son! Yeah. Stop acting like your boyfriend is your son, like. And of course, it's the little sister that had like 1/2 episode on her. It's very confusing. They're like, ah. Yeah, better teachers. Okie dokie, let's go, do ya? Yeah, okie dokie, girl. It's like weird. It's like, is this my brother? That guy's a two-faced snake, I guess. Yeah, we know. Yeah. Okie dokie. Is that you? It's like, that's my school self, girl. That's my Genki version of me. Yes. But God damn it, there's no wedding in this episode. I'm so disappointed. Just a goddamn graduation episode. That was good when the daddy was taking over. This is my son, everyone. It's like, oh, it's... Where is the wedding in this episode? My God. I'm disappointed. They proposed! They proposed! I want to see the wedding. Man. They proposed. I mean, I was really genuinely hoping, right, and believing that it was gonna be a wedding in this episode. Come on. You can't just propose someone as a wedding in this episode. It feels disappointing now, definitely. Really, though. I mean, it's all cute, and they're like, yeah, let's run together, I love you. I mean, it's nice, but... yeah, but still, though. She's all cute and happy, I get it, anime. She's a wonderful girlfriend. Where's my wonderful girlfriend that hits me all the time, you know? Yeah, where's my wonderful girlfriend that only gets me a bonus daddy and mommy and everything, come on. And I'm a little Toto and everything, come on. Goddamn romance animes. I like not scary moves with her and be afraid and so on. But yeah, she's happy. Finally finishing school there. You know, school in Japan is kind of hard, you know, so... finally finishing school! Now she's happy. It's not about love. It's about finally getting off school, man. It's about getting off to school, finally. It's a nice Sakura ending, though, with cherry blossoms everywhere. Do 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 do. Special ending, hopefully. Yeah, exactly. With everyone going out and party. It's a goosebump, you know. I get some nice Roman vibe, and they're going around there, little skull photos and so on. Yeah, some fights and you know, nice. Good anime, definitely. I think wish they got married though. Come on, they talked about marriage. Where's my goddamn marriage, man? Where's my goddamn marriage, right? Where's my goddamn marriage, man? A lot of hand holding. Goddamn anime, it's a lot of hand holding. Yeah, there is a lot of hand holding in animes, definitely. I don't know what that means. Yeah, a lot of hand holding. Oh, that image. Well, the cheerleading image. What was this an episode for? This should be that episode where they're like cheerleaders and yeah. Like the Japan, yeah, what was that? They were like, you know, Gamba. What happened to that episode? That seems like amazing. And they're like, let's fight. Yeah, like what's that? You know, the hooray, hooray, that kind of, you know, what happened to that thing? Kind of like Japanese cheer squad. That's the episode I wanna see. What happened with that anime? What happened? Is that part of the manga? What chapter is that in the manga? Leave a comment below. What chapter in the manga is like that? Where there's a cheerleader fight? We have to go back to that. That's the episode I really want to see when they have cheer squad fighting. So in the ending, it's like a, you know, here we go. Yeah, it's like a cheer squad. Who they're like screaming there in the front and so on. Yeah, they're like screaming there in the front, right? This is the episode I want to see. When they're like dressed up as cheerleaders and so on. Yeah, they're like, oh, we're gonna cheer fight you? Some kind of like, you know, who's the best cheerleader in that? I don't know. Because normally, right, you have this, yeah, like, oh, we're gonna fight, we're gonna, like, but they're usually for, you know, supporting the team, right? But when she's wearing a sarachi, though. She's wearing a goddamn sarachi, man. There's the Oppai bandits, right? You know, the typical Yankee outfit. So, you know that's a cool goddamn scene, man. You know it's a cool goddamn scene, man. Like, what happened to that, man? This should have been the episode. I want this episode, guys. I want this episode. I can even put it on visual listening. I'm gonna show the mean here. Yeah, I'm just gonna fix it to. Oh. Yeah, there we go. It's probably zoom too much. Whatever. This I mean, you know, yeah, like the shit Sarachi on her. Like this episode I wanna see! With, you know, Hori is like, yeah, we're gonna fucking cheer fight you! We're the best cheer in the squad! Come on, this is the episode I really wanna see, you know? Like, that might be just more of the manga. I haven't read the manga, right? But that looks freaking awesome. That looks freaking awesome. Like, what happened to that in the... you know, what happened to that, right? What happened to that? But anyway, so, no wedding. So, you know, this anime is crap, man. It's disappointing. A disappointing ending. They didn't get married. They just credited together. I do love, of course, the dad scene. That's funny, when dad appears and he's like, hey son, I'm proud of you, boy. Yeah, I mean, he's good at her father. He's like, this is my son, and he doesn't care about his daughter. It's like, I'm here for my son, I'm here for my boy. But otherwise, though, I mean, it's a nice ending. It kind of reflects on his former self and his life is better, and yada yada, right? But at the same time, if it's a little strange, so this is like the first half is basically like, oh, we're hanging out, we're having fun, it didn't really feel like it really had like a final touch to it. Second half was like, okay, it's like radiation and they all go in part or so. But yeah, I mean, it's a good episode, but definitely not overly fulfilling, I have to say, because it does not resolve Kono. Kono, of course, drops the loser, so that's good, right? It drops the him, so that, I guess, solution to it. But she gets no new love, right? You don't really like, is she dating, the pretty boy, right? He kind of invites her for like a double date, but then he also invites Yuki later, kind of, so they kind of goes away from the double date, right? I mean, I wish they would kind of, conclude some of these romantic storylines, or maybe open up potentially some more of them. Okay, Kono, pretty boy, okay, they can, something like that, but. So the episode really didn't conclude anything, right? They did not get married, and it didn't conclude. I mean, it's like a pretty nice, it's a nice episode, but I really do wish they would have concluded, something. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously we already know that the main cats are dating anyway. Yeah, I'm just like, I mean, we know they are dating, right? So it's not really about that. It's more about. Like, I want to see some of the other characters talking about being together or something. I don't know what I want really, but it depends. I guess the way you could say it depends, because, like, I'm really thinking here now. I'm not gonna say this would be the perfect ending or this thing or that thing, but I do think though that it should have a wedding, right? Given that they said they're gonna get married, so that disappoints me honestly. I am with my wedding, right? That is disappointing. But otherwise, I kind of feel like I want some kind of more, conclusive thing. Like, goddamn Yuki, right? Yuki still hasn't told him that she likes him, right? I mean, that's just frustrating. The more I think about it, that's really frustrating. That is actually probably the most frustrating. Like, that is frustrating a lot now. Honestly. No one to think about it. That is... I'm just like, oh man, when I think about it, the more I think about it, the more that is really frustrating, guys. The more that is really frustrating. I mean, oh man, no, that is frustrating. I feel emotionally devastated over this thing. No, but okay, let me see if I can find it scene. But that is like serious frustrating now. Sensei didn't have much screen time. He was pretty hot, so the girl squad likes him. Kono is a very grown up. She drops the loser there. And then we see Yuki, of course, overheard this. And he's like pondering. Should I tell him I love him? No, of course he doesn't. Like, goddamn you, Yuki. Goddamn Yuki. You and your issues, I feel this is really frustrating that... I don't know, bad writing? Arguably, I have to say... I know that Yuki has issues, right? I know that Yuki is this character, But yeah, this to me is like... Come on, woman, yeah, this is frustrating now. The more I think about it, the less I like it. Because even if I accept that she is written as a very, like, cowardly, very meek person, right? So, I mean, it's like in her character to be like that. But still, couldn't she at least tell him the last day or something? It is frustrating here that she's still dating him, but not really. You know what I mean? I'm just like, oh my god, it's true. She did not tell him that she loves him, even in the end. So this episode basically concluded nothing. They didn't get married, and they had this sex. It's like a nice, general, nice romantic episode, but this is goddamn frustrating that she still is not officially dating him, and Kono did not find love at all, right? Maybe Bat Boy, but that's like a big maybe, right? Because Bat Boy seemed to be more interested in, of course, Yuki's Oneshan. So yeah. Like the Horimiya part, I mean the main couple, that's nice, and that is fun and so on. But I really wish we had something with the other characters. I really do, guys. I really wish we had something else with the other characters, concluding the romance, right? Or opening up a new romance, like maybe Kono dating the right? Doesn't have to be her husband, whatever, right? But he started dating him, and he's like, "Do you want to go out with me?" I'll be happy seeing him as Kono outright. Like the end could be him, he's like, "Hey Kono, you cute. Wanna go on a date when I get my car?" She's like, "I would like that." That's just be the ending, right? I don't need them to go get married and get children and so on, right? Because in my head, I'm gonna ship them, right? I'm like, they get married, you know what I mean? Just like a little bit there, where she's like him asking her out something. That would have been, that would have been enough, right? We don't even have to dwell more on that. It can be a quick scene in the end when he basically asks her out. And that would have been it, right? Or someone else, but you know what I mean, like something like that, and that could have been like, okay, I see, this is nice, getting some kind of that's the conclusion part, but it's like an opening for something new, right? This episode here is that there's no conclusion to anything, and they're not concluding anything, nor are they opening something new, right? For example, let me talk of random anime. Top of my head there, Ice 21. I love Ice. Ice 21. It ends, so I'm gonna spoil here the actual story or whatever, but it kind of ends with like a time skip, okay? Because it's like the epilogue, what happened 1 year later, yeah. Not a big spoiler. The whole story is over. They kind of jump when they're older, like the epilogue, they're dating and so on, yeah. And that last chapter, then, it introduces basically at least 2 couples, yeah, like 2 couples. One couple, you were like, are they really a couple? People were like, they might be love interested. Probably not. But then in the time skip, you kind of see them as they're older. Oh, those 2 are still like hanging out, and they're not like confirming they're dating. But it's like oh, they're in college and they're still like best friends in college. Best, you know what I mean? Oh, those 2 are still always together in college. So as the reader, you're like, well, the author didn't like say outright that these 2 are a couple now. But he basically did, you know what I mean? So yeah, okay, I see what it's going. You know what I mean? Like that's enough, for a final epilogue to be like 3 years later, these 2 are still, always hang out together and studying together all day long. Like okay, I see what the author is saying here. You know what I mean? Like kind of like that, yeah. Like the author doesn't have to like straight up tell either. He also could have been just a scene with Kono meeting him, right? Like we could see like 1 year later. Or whatever, he has his car and they're driving to the ocean. He's like, oh, or the other guys coming. He's like, maybe they are. Maybe it's gonna be us 2. He's like, that's pretty fine. You know what I mean? Like whatever. It could be them being in the same car, driving to the ocean, whatever. Something like that. Just give me something. Either close that YUKI finally tells him that she loves him, so that's like a closure of that thing, or open up a new relationship, right? Instead, it didn't do anything. The episode is still pretty enjoyable, still pretty fun. We have the comedy, we have the romance, right? But I really do wish they had something like an actual conclusion or, an opening of something. So it's kind of a half frustrating episode where I just feel like it really meant anything, right? I must say a wedding, right? So that's frustrating, definitely. But anyway, that's the Horimiya fan review, guys. I like the anime generally. I think they have some issues, of course, with the pacing, where you have, especially kohai, has a whole episode introduced to her, and then she basically disappeared, and after like 10 episodes, and 1 more half episode, and disappeared again, right? And it's like 1 scene here. So that was strange. There were some characters that had plot points, and then it just disappeared. We had the bully guy with the rabbits, he had 1 episode. He had a little more after that, and he's not here in the episode at all. So there are a couple of characters that are kind of introduced. They have a lot of screen time for like 1 episode, and then they never have any screen time again. So this is a little bit like a mishap there, which I think people are very aware of. Being an anime only guys, you kind of see what I mean, right? You're like, what's happening with these characters? So overall, I think it's been a good anime, but I do find it has some issues, and I'm certainly the manga is better because, sometimes you watch an anime that is like really good anime and it's adapting. So, but here it is very clear that in Horimiya, while the anime is good, it clearly has some pacing issues, right? And that's very clear. It probably should have been double the episode at least, right? It probably should have been at least 2 seasons, with more scenes and so on, and other couples and so on. Yeah, build up the more characters, right? So there's a clear thing in Horimiya that is very, very high paced, right? It's very high paced, and it would be better if it's more exploring the characters more in depth, probably. That would be my like my big issue with the anime, right? I still like the anime. I still give it like an 8, maybe an 8 out of 10, probably that. But I would say the pacing is easily like -2. You use the pacing alone, yeah. That's the only real issue I feel. And also, some parts here. But I think that still feels like a pacing too. Like there's no conclusion here. It feels like it's wrapping up it too fast, right? So it's also kind of like a pacing issue to some extent. I guess like 1.5 point because pacing and 0.5 point because I'm like, man, I really wish they would have concluded YUKI or something, right? So something like that. But it's kind of like pacing internally, right? But whatever, guys. That's Horimiya. I like the anime. I'm gonna see some more Robinson Connection, right? Now then, we're gonna watch Vivi. So I think it's 2 episodes what I could see in Vivi. I'm just gonna watch them both, right? Do a first impression of Vivi, and it's be a longer video then. And it's Wit Studio, right? I don't think it's probably be good. So let's see you guys soon with Vivi, and then after that, One Piece, Last Island.